Okay, okay, this is the video that will get you started as far as getting your system set up to start programming with Ruby and Rails. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, hopefully you got everything downloaded from the first video. All the links um, will be in the description of the first few videos, including this one. I'll put all the links to all the free downloads in the description of this video. So once you get everything installed, which hopefully you have no issues there, if you do have issues, just leave me a comment down below the video on the YouTube comments. There is a Facebook page, facebook.com/networkingruby. But let's just use the YouTube channel, the YouTube comments for the video. Um, the YouTube comments underneath the video on YouTube. All right, so once you get everything installed, the first thing you'll do is open VMware Player and go to File and Open. And there's a Kali Linux. You'll go and select this one and click Open. I'm not going to do that because I already have it in here, so I'll just select that one and click Play Virtual Machine. So again, I'm just selecting the Turnkey Rails virtual machine that we downloaded, and I'll click play. And once that comes up, you'll have to take note of the IP address that it gives you. And that IP address is going to be something that is depending on what your network is set up for. So like my Wi-Fi here, I'm connected via Wi-Fi. So I'm connected using Wi-Fi. And so it's going to so my real PC is pulling an IP address using DHCP, and my Turnkey Rails virtual machine is going to pull an IP address on that same subnet. So once all this finishes booting up, then you will see your IP address of the virtual machine listed. All right, so there we go. We've got 192.168.0.25, and that's what you'll need to do to use to tweak some settings here. So now that it's booted up, basically you go to that IP address, and here I'll just remove all of this so you can see that if you go to that IP address, it'll take you to the administration web page for Turnkey Rails. And then you will go to Webmin. If you don't do this step, you will not be able to connect using PUTTY. We have to allow SSH. All right, so now over in your left-hand column, you will click on Networking, then Linux Firewall. So one thing you can do is just say select default action to accept, and just click apply. So now that these are all set to accept, and this is only recommended because we're doing all of this locally on your PC. If you were doing this actually across a network, I would not recommend for you to do everything, to set everything to accept. But since we're just working locally on our PC or laptop here, this is perfectly okay to just accept. Then now that you've got that straight, open PUTTY, and you will want to remember the IP address that you got from your virtual machine here. It is also the same IP address that is used up in your address bar in the browser. That's the same address that you're going to put in here. And you want to save that. I just call it Rails1 or Rails-01 as I like to do. Then click Save. I've already got mine saved, so it just saved over that. So you can double click on that, or you can select it, click Load, then click Open. And that's how you get PUTTY to work on your Rails VM. So that's really all you need to do as far as that. Then the next thing, once you start using Sublime Text, you will want to use Sublime Text along with WinSCP to move files back and forth. So WinSCP works kind of the same way PUTTY works, except it allows you to move files. So what you'll want to do now is just like here, it's kind of like in PUTTY. You'll use and I've already got mine saved, but you'll just put the same address in there, put the same username and password that you configured when you set up your Rails VM, save, and then you can save it if you want. You don't have to, but I would recommend putting the IP address in there, putting the username in there, and if you want, you can save the password also. And then log in. And now you can transfer files. So what I'm going to do is transfer my cap.rb file. This is from the second video that we did. So what I'm going to do is transfer this cap.rb to, let's create a new folder. What do I call this? Transfer it there. So now when I'm in PUTTY, I can change directory to home, Ruby testing, and now I can run cap.rb, which it won't actually do anything because I don't have it outputting. So that's how you get started. Any questions, please leave them in the YouTube comments below the video, and please subscribe and click the notification button. I'll be putting out more of these videos on a regular basis, so we can really get going. So yeah, that's it for now. Stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching.